Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Am I not on? Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. There we go. Okay. Welcome, everyone. For those who I have not yet had the pleasure to meet, my name is Barry Lutz, and I'm just beyond blessed and honored to be here to join with you this evening for this very special Shabbat, this very sacred moment in the life of this community. So most everybody up here, you know, besides perhaps me and this young man right here. So I just want to take a moment to introduce you to Steve Dropkin. Steve is currently the cantorial soloist at Santa Monica Synagogue and also the music director at Valley Beth Shalom Day School. Steve has been actively involved in Jewish music for a long time. He started his career at Eisner Camp in Great Barrington, Massachusetts, one of our great URJ camps, when he was 14, just about a decade ago.
Yeah, when I was 4.
Steve also is a regular guest lecturer at the Hebrew Union College, Jewish Institute of Religion School of Sacred Music in New York, and presents there on Jewish music, contemporary Jewish music, and his scores have been heard and played and sung by synagogues all around the country and the world, in fact. Many of his songs are standards in our worship service, and we will delight in some of them tonight here in Jewish summer camps and religious schools. So we're so delighted to have you here with us. Shabbat is one of the great innovations of the Jewish people, the gift of a moment of time that we set apart for the express purpose of celebrating that which brings meaning and purpose to all of our days, which is of course each other. It is our relationships, our collective journey towards a better future, towards that land of promise that we speak about so often. We add to the sweetness and blessing of this moment by coming together to offer our thanks and bestow our blessings upon one who has been the source of so many blessings for each of us, individually and as community. Rabbi Feinstein has been a source of comfort and support, a wellspring of Torah, and a beacon of God's divine light shining forth brightly as our rabbi. And so we gather tonight to celebrate both Shabbat and celebrate you, Morley, to express our gratitude for the multitude of blessings you have shared, and that now as Rabbi Emeritus you will continue to share with all of those who are blessed to call you Rabbi. So as you join this elite club, I have a message from the growing Emeriti Club of a University Synagogue, one who isn't here, Rabbi Alan Freeling, who writes, "On this occasion when you are being honored for your 17 years of devoted service to our synagogue, Morley, I not only want to join everyone in acknowledging your place in the ongoing history of our congregation, but to take this moment to publicly welcome you as the newest member of a most exclusive organization, namely the Emeriti Club of University Synagogue. Upon my retirement in 2002, I became its founding member after serving here for 30 years. Then when Jay Freilich concluded his 4 decades as our cantor, he was embraced as the second member of this august body. Now he and I are pleased to affectionately greet you into our very limited group. We have no secret handshake. We don't collect dues. We don't have serious business sessions, but we never turn away from any opportunity to joyfully drink, eat, schmooze about this and that, as only retired clergy can and do. So Baruch haba, Morley, you are now one of the very few of us. So we now turn to Shabbat, our celebration of Shabbat and our celebration of this very sacred evening by turning in our prayer books to page 10 and joining there in the words of Psalm 133, declaring our delight at being able to join here together at this sacred moment as community. Hine mato. Turn to page 2 and 3. We welcome Shabbat by kindling the Shabbat lights and with Kiddush, and to lead us in those blessings, we'd like to invite Margaret, Renata, Eliana, Ari, Rachel, Aaron, and Shira to all join us.
O source of light and truth, creator of the eternal law of goodness, help us to find knowledge by which to live.
Lead us to take the words we shall speak into our hearts and our lives.
Bless all who enter this sanctuary in need, all who bring the offerings of their hearts.
May our worship lead us to acts of kindness, peace, and love.
The heaven, all right, page 4. The heaven and the earth were finished and all their array. On the seventh day, God finished the work that God had been doing, and God ceased on the seventh day from all the work that God had done. And God blessed the seventh day and declared it holy, because on it God ceased from all the work of creation that God had done. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher V'chata v'ratza b'hanu V'shabbat kosher B'ahava u'bratzon Inchilanu Zikara l'mahaseh V'reshit Kilu yom techila L'mikrai kodesh Zeher l'tziat Mitzrayim Kivanu v'kata V'tanu kidashta Mikol ha'amim V'shabbat koshecha V'ahava u'ratzon Ikavtanu Baruch Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat.
Before you sit down, we have one more thing to do. 33rd birthday today, right now. All right. Susan?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to
Our congregation is very, very lucky to have the two people in it, among many other people, but two people who are extraordinarily talented and are world-class musicians. Dennis Karmazin is the principal cellist of both the California Philharmonic and the Hollywood Bowl Orchestra, and one of the top studio musicians in town. He's played for, I didn't even know this one until I looked it up. He's played on sessions for the movies E.T., Raiders of the Lost Ark, and Star Wars, just to name a few. And he's also played on session recordings for Linda Ronstadt, Neil Diamond, Ella Fitzgerald, and Barbra Streisand. And then there's Max, his son. Max, this young guy, is not just a world-class violinist soloist, but also has played at the Hollywood Bowl and Coachella, and is a recording musician, heard on different shows or movies like The Lion King, Frozen 1 and 2, and Fox's Empire. But he's also an award-winning composer for film and TV. They're going to be playing a song called Biyado. It's from the Adon Olam prayer, which many times comes at the end of a service, but it's a beautiful, beautiful prayer. It's by Craig Taubman, who's the composer, and Kareth and I will be singing the duet. Joe?
with that beautiful song and those beautiful words in the sanctuary, let us turn together to page 24 as we continue on with our service, singing together Shalom Aleichem, page 24.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaShoretz, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Ochem L'Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Archuni L'Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Zeitchem L'Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech, Malachei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Welcomed in Shabbat with the beautiful words of Shalom Aleichem, let's welcome in one another to this beautiful Shabbat service that we're having. Turn to someone next to you, someone behind you, or in front of you. Wish them a Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. It's good to see you. Very awesome.
Let's continue by rising together on page 28 for Baruch Hu. Page 28, we rise. Together on page 30, welcoming in the evening, putting the week behind us, welcoming in this glorious weekend of honor, of love, and of praise. Page 30.
Yai dai dai dai, yai dai dai dai, yai dai dai dai, yai dai dai dai. Yai dai 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 dai, yai dai 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 dai, yai dai dai dai, yai dai dai dai. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, אשר בדברו מעריב הרבים, מעריב הרבים. בחוכמה פותח שערים, ובתבונה משנה עיתים, ומחליף את הזמנים ומסדר את הכוכבים במשמרותיהם. ברקיע כרצונו, יאי די די די, יאי די די די, יאי די די די, יאי די 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 די, yai dai 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 dai, yai dai 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 dai, yai dai dai dai, yai dai dai dai. Borei yom b'layla, boleil or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or, u'ma'avir yom u'mevi layla, mavdil bein yom u'bein layla. Adonai tzvaot shemo, El Chai v'Kayam, Tamid yimloch aleinu le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Amariv Aravim. Yai dai 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 dai, yai dai dai dai, Mahariv.
We turn to page 34 and 35. We invite up Eliana and Renata to lead us in this next part of our service. And if there are any members here of the teen choir, we invite them up as well. Let's continue this beautiful spirit. Let's continue the singing. We turn to page 40, the song of our redemption, Mi Chamocha.
Ya la la ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la la ya la la ya la la ya la 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 Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai Mi chamocha nehtar b'kodesh Nora te'ilo rose pele Nora te'ilo rose pele Malchutecha rahu v'necha bokeyam livnei Moshe Ze Eliyanu ve'amru Ze Eliyanu ve'amru Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai Mi chamocha nehtar b'kodesh Nora tehilot oseh pele Nora tehilot oseh pele Ya la la ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la la ya la 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 la
Before we sing together on page 42, the words of Hashkivenu, let us turn to the top of page 43 and read these words together. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up waiting to do your will.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom V'hamidenu malkeinu lechayim Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom V'hamidenu malkeinu lechayim Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha Ushmor tzeiteinu uvoeinu Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha Ushmor tzeiteinu uvoeinu Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom V'hamidenu malkeinu lechayim Baruch atah Adonai haporei sukat shalom Aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim
All the way back in 2002, a new rabbi came to University Synagogue, and for his installation, which I think was right around now, maybe November, in 2002, I turned to my good friend Michael Isaacson and asked him, what happened to my tallis here? Just a minute. Okay, I got it. Thank you. I turned to my good friend Michael Isaacson and I asked him to write a song for Morley Feinstein as he became the rabbi. And he found something from the first chapter, 6th verse of the Ethics of, or Pirkei Avot, Ethics of Our Ancestors, the chapters of our ancestors. And it was written for a duet, and Morley and I sang it as a duet. He's got a beautiful voice. But Kareth and I will do it for this evening. I also have to tell you that both of his sons played on this trombone and clarinet, right? Trumpet and clarinet. And, but we didn't think that there was going to be enough time to rehearse it, so I decided we were going to do it here with piano.
A teacher and a friend, judge all on their merit, judge all on their merit. Get a teacher and a friend.
A teacher and a friend, judge all on their merit, judge all on their merit. Get a teacher and a friend.
Ya la la, ya la la, ya la 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 la.
Let us rise together as we turn to page 48 for Amidah.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor ve'hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim Vekonei Hakol V'zocher Chasdei Avot V'imahot Umevi Geula Livnei V'neiam Leman Shemo Be'ahava Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen Baruch Atah Adonai Magen Avraham Bezrat Sarah Atah Gibor Leolam Adonai Mechaye HaKol Atah Rav Lehoshia Mashiv HaRuach Morid HaGashem Mechalkel Chayim Bechesed Mechaye HaKol Berachamim Rabim Somech Noflim V'Rofei Cholim Umatir Hasurim Umekayem Emunato Lishenei Afar לעשות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיי הכל.
You may be seated as we continue in our own silent meditations.
This is Pablo Cora. About 10 or 11 years ago, I'm not sure when, it was the evening before Rosh Hashanah and we had a choir rehearsal, and I lost my voice. Doesn't happen every year, but it happened then. And what we did at the time was we kind of redistributed the solos that I had to different members of the choir. Pablo was assigned Ben Steinberg's beautiful setting of Shalom Rav. Once I heard it, I knew that I could never sing it and never would sing it again. So we have the Prayer for Peace, sung by Pablo Cora.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki ata hu melech Adon lechol hashalom. Ki ata hu melech Adon lechol hashalom. V'tov beinecha levarech et amcha Yisrael bechol et ubchol sha'a bishlomecha. Baruch atah Adonai oseh hashalom.
On page 248, we turn to the service for the reading of the Torah. I'll ask that you please rise.